Yes, guys, welcome back to another video. Big news coming out this morning. The hearing into Manchester City's 115 alleged breaches of Premier League financial rules will begin on Monday. Huge news breaking here. We've been waiting for over, 2 years, basically, to find out when the trial date would start. As we've been getting closer and closer to sort of September, we've been hearing it's going to be September, it's going to be September, it's going to be late September. And now the Daily Mail in the UK have published their report to say it is going to be starting on Monday. And of course, Manchester City's trial with the Premier League is expected to last anywhere from 10 to 12 weeks. And I think, guys, that shows everybody the seriousness, the complexity of this case. This is not a shut and closed case. Yeah, for anyone. Yeah, so you got people saying City are clearly guilty, they're going to get guilty, going to get relegated. It's not clear, is it? It's not going to be clear. And on the other side, it's not clear that City can just easily defend the case, because clearly, I said clearly about 500 times there, this is a complex case. Yeah, and we're not going to fully know what's gone on until the judgment is released when the report comes out at the end of the case. But here's the thing as well that everyone needs to understand, right? This case is so big that the outcome of this will change football forever. It'll change ownership models forever. It'll change investment in football clubs forever. And it could change financial fair play rules forever. This is so serious, guys. Yeah? This could even impact the UK's relationship with the United Arab Emirates politically. You are accusing these high-profile people of a fraud. You need to make sure that if you're accusing them of a fraud, yeah, that you have the evidence to back up the case. Remember, for all the mutants watching this, it is the Premier League's duty to prove that their accusations are correct. City, of course, have to put a defence together. That's obvious. But the Premier League has to prove that what they're saying is correct. Now, at the moment, they have some emails. City is saying those hacked emails have been taken out of context and do not have the full story. When the case went to CAS for the Etihad deal, which was not time-barred, despite what people think, Etihad deal was not time-barred, CAS said over 12 times there is no evidence UEFA have provided that proves Manchester City have done what you said they're doing. Zero evidence. Taking an email out of context is not evidence. Now, just again, for the mutants, I'm not saying we're innocent. I'm not saying we're guilty. My stance on this has been very clear. I'm going to wait for the outcome, and then I'll see what the outcome is. I'll read it for myself, and then I'll give you my honest thoughts. Manchester City say they have irrefutable evidence. That means impossible to deny or disprove. Impossible. So City fans out there are rightly confident about this. And you can't start mocking City fans for that view when the club has told the fans that the club has irrefutable evidence. Impossible to deny or disprove. Now, we don't know what the Premier League have got. We don't know what evidence they've got. We don't know if they're running the same emails, the same evidence that UEFA ran at CAS. If it's exactly the same, I'd expect a similar outcome to what happened at CAS, i.e. City get cleared and we'll get a fine for non-cooperation. But could there be more evidence that the Premier League have uncovered? We know that the Premier League and City have been to court on a number of times. Could that have been for the courts to demand that Manchester City provide the Premier League with further information? Yeah? Do they have a witness? Has someone stepped forward from Manchester City? Could do, but then surely you're going to be incriminating yourself by doing that. We don't know what other evidence the Premier League has got, if they have any other evidence at all. We don't even know how confident the Premier League are about this. Maybe the Premier League have the same emails that UEFA had. They read it. They went, this looks a bit dodgy. We're just going to have to do it and send it through. and then maybe they're not confident at all. But then would they be spending tens of millions of pounds on legal costs to put something through an arbitration that they don't believe in? It's unlikely. So when you look at everything from a balanced perspective, which a lot of people are unable to do in today's society because everyone just views everything through their own lens and can't sit in the middle and use balance. No one can do that anymore. Yeah, I can fucking do it. Yeah, because I'm not a fucking mutant or a sheep. Yeah, you want to try it sometimes. But you've got the Premier League on one hand, yeah, who are putting this case through with the emails that UEFA used, which weren't successful at CAS. Now, Premier League are also charging us on stuff that UEFA didn't charge us on. So they've got more crimes that they're alleging, whereas UEFA didn't allege all the crimes. So maybe where UEFA failed and didn't try us on something, the Premier League will get us on something else. Maybe the Premier League have further evidence. Maybe they've got further emails that CAS and UEFA didn't have. But we don't know. Maybe they've got this witness, but we don't know. Maybe they run the same case that UEFA ran at CAS, but this time the judges side with the Premier League. Because, guys, you know, when you're dealing with something like this, it's not black and white. The people who are making the decision, these judges, yeah, the independent panel, these guys are going to have to make a decision on what they believe the true outcome is. And, of course, they're going to have to be very confident on that. They can't just go, yeah, I think you were guilty, or I think you weren't guilty, so we'll no, they've got to be, we think this. We think the evidence proves that this happened, and therefore we're going to be going for this. Sometimes, you know, one judge might say this, another judge, you know, people, you know, it's not clear and obvious. It's not VAR, guys. So we don't know. We don't know. But this is very, very intriguing. It's very interesting. I'm so curious. I'd love to be a fly on the wall. I'm sure everyone would be. It'd be so good to watch and see exactly what goes on. It might be a bit boring, to be fair, but it would be interesting at times. I'm sure it would be. But yeah, guys, this is monumental. The Premier League take on Manchester City. City say they have evidence which is impossible to deny or disprove. Let's see who the winner is. Apparently we're going to find out the winner March, maybe April. Could be earlier than that, but it's likely to be March or April time. Guys, let me know your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. How do you think this case is going to go? Do you have any thoughts on how the Premier League is running this? Do you think that they've got further evidence as well? Or are they running the same evidence that UEFA ran at CAS? Let me know in the comment section below. Guys, I'll see you in the next one. See you later.